Warped Tour heroes Black Veil Brides contemplate the end of an era. Andy Biersack is only 27 years old. Yet backstage at a February tour stop in Atlanta, the Black Veil Brides singer sounds like a grizzled veteran. A few months before his band would embark on the final Warped Tour ever, and the future of Black Veil Brides would be called into question, he takes a moment to reflect on the potential end of a scene. "When I was a kid, my dream was not to win a Grammy," he says. "My dream was to play on Warped Tour. Now I don't and oppose semicolon T know what and oppose semicolon S gonna happen without it. Our safe place as a genre is going away. All-time low, Simple Plan, Sum 41, Taking Back Sunday." The used among returning acts when the singer left his hometown of Cincinnati for Los Angeles in 2008. He was a high school dropout living in his car, sleeping in vacant lots among other lost boys. As he began recruiting for the revamp of his teenage garage band, Black Veil Brides, the formula was simple: take the momentum of late 2000s metalcore, but draw in the technique of classically steeped shredders like Randy Rhoads, then channel the high drama of hard rock heavyweights like Motley Crue and Kiss. Yet at the same time, Black Veil Brides tapped into themes of bullying and alienation, striking a chord with a generation of outsider teens. Their ear-defining clip for 2009 and oppose semicolon S Knives and Pens follows a punk cherub with a shag cut and bandana, who tears away signs that say emo, fag and kill yourself to get to his locker. Their 2010 debut, We Stitch These Wounds, struck a chord, climbing to number 1 on the Independent Albums chart and number 34 on the Billboard 200. The band has never been nominated for a Grammy, but their sales numbers remain consistently positive in an industry overtaken by streaming. Following their debut, every consecutive Black Veil Brides album has cracked the top 20, including their most recent offering, This Year and oppose semicolon S Veil, which peaked at number 14 and topped the Hard Rock Albums chart. Following the album and oppose semicolon S January release, Black Veil Brides and oppose, momentum seemed steady. On June 21, the band embarked on a series of Warped Tour dates, revisiting the setting that had helped break them. But the day before, breakup rumors circulated after bassist Ashley Purdy let slip in a podcast, "You better see us before you don't see us." When Biersack meets Rolling Stone in the green room of the Atlanta venue Tabernacle, there are subtle hints that the singer is gearing up for a new chapter. He once donned face paint, but here he arrives dapper in a t-shirt, jeans and leather jacket a few hours before the band goes on. Now sober to the point of instating a dry bus on the tour, he and oppose semicolon S been finding mundane ways to unwind. Before the interview, he has just finished watching yet another episode of The Office in his bunk. I and oppose semicolon V watched the entire series 3 times on this tour so far, he says, including non-Michael Scott seasons. It and oppose semicolon S this weird like comfort blanket. I and oppose semicolon am not even watching it, or listening to it. It and oppose semicolon S just there. His low-key demeanor obscures the fact that his band is thriving. The previous night saw Black Veil Brides play a sold-out show at Philadelphia and oppose semicolon S Electric Factory, a feat they would repeat in Atlanta. The following day, together with their British counterparts Asking Alexandria, the band would announce 3 more weeks of shows. We and oppose semicolon reselling records, we sell out shows. Our record hit number 1 on the Hard Rock chart. Biersack and oppose semicolon S bandmate Purdy tells Rolling Stone outside the green room. The numbers speak for themselves. The singer, on the other hand, seems resigned, not only to the potential twilight of his band but to the decline of rock music as a whole. "Rock culture is nostalgia," says Biersack. "If I were a young kid, I could choose between these hip-hop artists who are doing such interesting and cool innovative things, or I could choose a genre that is largely antiquated and steeped in things that our grandfathers did." Yet despite Biersack and oppose semicolon S ambivalence, it and oppose semicolon S clear